All right, so you're watching this video because one of the biggest challenges that you're having with getting in shape and getting the body that you want is finding the time to actually do it, finding the time to eat right, finding the time to work out, etc., right? And so I want to be able to offer you a lot of value inside of this quick video. What I first want you to understand is that no, this is not going to be another video on time management. You've probably seen all the reels, all the carousels, all the YouTube videos, all the Google articles, time block, yada, yada, yada. Nah, it's not going to be any of that stuff. But what I can promise you is that by the end of this video, you're going to get a little bit of a different perspective on time that's going to help you figure this thing out for yourself. And so my name is Elijah. I'm the founder of the Grindtribe. We are an online fitness and health optimization platform specifically made for Black and brown men. And I created this platform after burning out really bad or running my first tech business. And so one of the first principles that I want you to understand is that, you know, I was told by one of my mentors, Alex Hormozy, and this dude is like, he makes about $80 million a year. And when I first tapped in with him, he was making about maybe $1 million a year. And one of the things he said was that, you know, if you can master time, you can master material success. And I not only agree with that, but I also agree with the fact that if you can master time, you can not only master material success, but also internal success. And when I say internal success, I mean the shit that actually matters. Because the reality is the things that matter to us most demand our most important currency, which is time. Think about it. Family, love, relationships, spending time with your son or your brothers, your sisters, the things that truly matter to us most, the things that are at the end of this sort of road to success in which we want to be able to have more time to do, what do they require? Time from us, right? And so, you know, the second thing is that time is subjective to the way that you feel while you're spending it, right? We all know 1 minute having sex goes a lot quicker than 1 minute with your finger on a super hot stove, right? So I want you to think about that for a second, because now that brings me into the big question that you want to ask yourself, which is how can I buy back my time? I always say wealthy people buy time, poor people waste it. And so it's just a mindset thing, right? I want to think about my air fryer, for example. My air fryer costs about $100, right? And it saves me about 2 hours a week on meal prepping, because I do have to meal prep in order to sustain my physique, right? That's about 104 hours a year that I get back from my life from a $100 air fryer. Now, when I do business consultation and I help people with their business and their marketing, etc., I charge about $250 an hour. So theoretically, my air fryer, which costs $100, can theoretically bring me back $27,000, or think 26 if I got the math right? Now that's theoretical, but what matters most is that I see the investment in that air fryer and how it can buy me back my time. And so what I first want you to think about is, even though you think you don't got time to work out in the morning, even though you think that you don't, you know, have time to hit the gym, what is spending time on your body, getting yourself in a better physical, mental, metabolic position, what is that actually going to do? What's going to be the ROI on that? Because when I spend 45 minutes to 60 minutes in the gym, my clients spend 35 to 45 minutes in the gym 3-4 times a week. It buys them 1 to 2 hours of focus and capacity back into their day, right? It buys them more revenue because they're more confident, because their image attracts more clients, right? And so what I want you to think about is, number one, you know, how much time do you really think you got to spend on this fitness thing? Because you really don't. And if you had a coach like me, I work specifically with entrepreneurs, I will tell you that you don't need to spend extreme amount of time in the gym and etc. But that's more tactical, right? But what I want you to think about is, number one, what would spending this time on my body actually do for me and to the things that are important to me most? How would it make me feel? What would be the ROI? And then once you can figure out that question, the next question you should ask yourself is, how can I buy that time? Because I'm a coach, and the guys that I work with, you know, run agencies, companies, and they're looking to work with me because they want to be able to get the results that you can get in 3, 4, 5 years, in a couple of months, in a couple of weeks, right? But more importantly, they are wanting to not have to think about anything more, right? It's not that, I can almost guarantee that it's not that you don't have time to train, you just don't have time to kind of put that whole thought process into motion, right? You got decision fatigue. This is especially if you run a business, you got a family, you a father, you got different high level priorities. And so the question I want you to ask yourself, man, is how can you buy the time? How can you buy the peace of mind for you to actually get consistent and make this happen, so that way you can get that greater ROI on your time, your confidence, your energy, your image, your business, your family? And if you're in a position where you're like, damn, this makes a lot of sense, bro, this is kind of what I needed, well then, if you're watching this video, you'll probably watch it on the Grindtribe website under our resources tab. You know, I want you to go into this video. I want you to take, you know, if you don't know too much about me, go ahead and just kind of scroll around, see what type of guys we help, what type of results that we get. And if you like what you see, man, book an application. Put in an application. I'm gonna learn more about you, what you got going on inside of your lifestyle, what are your goals. Somebody from my team or myself is gonna reach out to you. We're gonna book a call. We're gonna go a little bit more into depth in that, and we're gonna see if we can get you there even faster, bro. All right. So listen, it's all about intention, man. If you master time, you will master material and internal success. I promise you that. Peace, fam.